Okay, so purpose of the video is to go over the 3 shortwave radio system that we were doing for team leaders. Anybody that's not vehicle crew or platoon command will have this system if you are team leading or squad leading. So when you hit Control P, you'll see you have 3 radios, all of the same type. The one on top is always your active. So if I go here and set that one as active and go back, you'll see that radio 5 is now on top. I'm just going to keep radio 4 on top, it's easier for me. So your active radio is the one that you transmit with. So I'm going to keep it. I got channel 1. I'll assume I'm alpha squad lead, so I'll keep that on 1. And then what we need to do is set up a custom thing for command, so that command net is able to talk to the long range radio to keep a common frequency. So you just highlight the frequency, enter 69 for command, make sure you hit ENT for set frequency, and you're done. And one thing to do is I don't use any radio ear for this radio, which doesn't really matter. In fact, what you can do if you want is decrease this radio's volume all the way down to 0 or to 10 so it doesn't interfere with your other 2 radios. Then I'm going to go to my second radio, double check it so it's channel 1. I'm going to bust this volume up to 90 and it's fine. Since I'm in Alpha Squad, which is using channel 1, I don't need to fuck with this radio. And now I'm going to go to the third radio, settings. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to channel 5, highlight this number, go to 69, and hit ENT. So now I have one radio that's always listening to my squad net alpha. I have one radio that is always listening to command net, which is channel 5 for the shortwave, and 69. The one thing you're going to want to do now is, and I could have done it earlier, but I'm just doing it the long way here, is set up the ears. So I prefer to have command chat coming out of my right ear, so I find the button that does stereo settings, and I'm going to go, just hit escape. I'm going to go to my squad net settings, and that's going to be coming out of my left ear. Why don't you demonstrate that for me?
Command net, how copy?
Good copy.
Squad net, how copy?
Good copy. So I'm still hearing it out of both, just because my third radio is listening on one of those. But because it's quite a bit quieter, I can tell just from what ears are louder if it's a command net call or a squad call. Pretty simple stuff. And then with your active radio, all you have to do to talk between the 2 instead of having to actually switch radios is hit your numpad keys. So numpad 1, I'm on Alpha Squad. A good way to do things is to announce if you're on leadership channel that you are talking as a team leader. And then hit numpad 5, Alpha 1, I'm talking to Bravo 2. And then that way, even if they don't have an ear set up, they'll know that it's a team leader talking to them and use the command net.
Really basic radio etiquette.
Really basic is if you're on leadership net, make sure you announce who you are and who you're talking to. If you want to double check, make sure your frequencies are right. I'm on command net right now. When I hit caps lock, it's going to show what frequency I'm on. So you see right there, it says transmitting SW on 69. You guys get that?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, and then as quick as hitting numpad 1, squad net go.
Squad net, good copy.
And that is as simple as we can get our radios working right now. If you are a command position, it's a little bit more complicated. Actually, it's not as complicated. You have 2 different radios. You'll have a long range and a short wave. So the short wave, set it to whatever squad you're attached to, or closest to, or whatever you're told. And then the long range is set to the same frequency as command net. So 69, I can actually show you that here in a second. You guys just come over with me, we're going to hop in the vehicle. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm in the commander seat of the Marshal. How to access vehicle radios is Alt-P. This is a radio specific to the seat of the vehicle, so drivers, gunners, and commanders all have the same radio. This is the Blue 4 long range. Each faction has its own ones, so it doesn't matter what channel I'm on. All that matters is I go 69, and then I find the button here that says frequency. We're done. And then to talk through this radio, you hit control and then hit caps lock. Command net with the long range.
Radio Lima Charlie on the shortwave.
And that is how you get radios with the long range and shortwave communicating with each other with our simple procedure. Post any questions you got below and I will answer them to the best of my ability.